Hello, I'm Abhishek, and in this video, we are going to discuss the service aptitude section of Nchmct 2017 paper, and this is part 2 of the video. In first part, I've already discussed from question number 1 to question number 15. And in this video, we are going to discuss next 20 questions, that is question number 16 to question number 35. So here's the first question. While driving your scooter, you inadvertently hit a woman and she gets injured. What you will do? Fine. First, outrightly blame her for the accident. Second, try to run away from the accident scene. Third, accept your mistake and take her to the nearest hospital. And fourth, ask others on the road to help her. Now see, like you are the one जिनकी वजह से एक्सीडेंट हुआ है. You hit a woman. Still, आप नहीं भी होते और किसी और की वजह से भी एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है, तो then also it is our moral responsibility कि कोई यदि किसी का एक्सीडेंट हो गया है तो उसे हॉस्पिटल तक पहुंचाया जाए. So the best option, obviously, is option C. We should accept our mistake and we should take her to the nearest hospital. Fine. So moving to next question, question number 17. In your office, an employee working under you comes late for work often. What you will do? Basically, your senior, your junior comes late for office, and this is like he is very frequently late for office. So what you will do? Take steps to remove him from the job. Call him and warn him to become punctual. Speak to him personally and try to find out the reasons for such behavior and counsel him. And D, ignore him and let him come late. Now see, this is not the solution of any problem. We cannot ignore him. See, if he is coming late, हमें एक बार at least पता करना चाहिए what is the reason behind it. It might be because of his casual behavior, right? It might be because of some personal reasons. So basically, we should find out the reasons कि किस वजह से वो late हो रहा है. Fine. So remove from the job, no. Warn him. Warn कर सकते हैं, but at least we should know the reason first. So the best option is option C. सबसे पहले हमें personally बात करनी चाहिए, and we should find out the reason. Next is question number 18. In your office, your boss finds fault with your work often and does not appreciate the good work done by you. What you will do? Ignore him and mind your own business. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं कर सकते हैं, because he is the one who will be doing your appraisal as well. He is the one जो आपकी growth में भी helpful रहते हैं boss हमेशा. तो it's not like that कि we should do bootlicking, but it's like कि हमें यदि वो किसी बिना बात के हमसे किसी point पे नाराज है, तो we should at least know the reason कि ये क्यों हो रहा है. Fine. So ignore करना is not the solution to this situation. Pick up a fight with him and argue on small issues. No, you should never fight. Fine. Ask your colleagues to speak to your boss. तो जब आप कलीग को बोल रहे हैं तो आपको खुद क्यों नहीं बात कर सकते अपने बॉस से? D option is talk to your boss and try to find out the real issues and subsequently initiate corrective action. Obviously, हो सकता है वो आपकी किसी बात से नाराज हो, तो उनसे बात करनी चाहिए आपको. आपकी गलती होती है, अपनी गलती एक्सेप्ट करनी चाहिए और हमें स्टेप्स लेने चाहिए, करेक्टिव एक्शंस ऐसे स्टेप्स लेने चाहिए जिसकी वजह से जो भी इश्यूज हैं वो खत्म हो जाए. क्वेश्चन नंबर 19. Your immediate neighbor often parks his car in the slot meant for you in front of your office. What you will do? You will tell your friends in your neighborhood about the stupidity of your neighbor. You will pick up a fight with him on the issue. Politely tell him to park his car in slot and not yours. Park your car in such a fashion that he cannot take out his car. Now see, generally बच्चे क्या करते हैं या कोई बड़े भी क्या करते हैं, वो फाइट स्टार्ट कर देते हैं कि आपने मेरी पार्किंग में कार कैसे पार्क कर दी, राइट? बट हमें ऐसा कुछ नहीं करना चाहिए. ये सब सेकेंडरी स्टेप्स होते हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमें उनसे पोलाइटली बात करके उनको समझाना चाहिए कि सी दिस पार्किंग स्लॉट इज बुक फॉर मी फॉर माय कार, so you should park your car in your parking slot. So C option is the best answer in such cases. Moving to question number 20. A family in your neighborhood often plays music loudly, causing tremendous disturbance to all in the area. What you will do? Try and forget about it? No. Now this is something which is causing trouble to you, right? तो हमें उसको भूल नहीं जाना चाहिए. Simply no. Go and request your neighbor not to disturb you. See, requesting is a good thing. आप request कर सकते हैं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. वो हो सकता है आपके issues को समझ जाए. Tell your neighbors about this repeated disturbances. Now see, there is a difference between going and requesting and telling them. Telling them simply means कि आप वहां जाके बोल रहे हो कि आपकी वजह से हमें काफी दिक्कतें हो रही है ना. So you are causing trouble to us. So this is somewhat rude way. Now B is requesting is somewhat polite way. तो polite way में हमें जाके उनसे पहले बात करनी चाहिए कि देखिए आपकी वजह से issues हो रहे हैं, तो प्लीज आप इसका ध्यान रखिए. Fine. Pick up a fight. This is never an option. So the best option again is option B. Question number 21. While you leave your office in the evening, you will personally see that all lights and fans are switched off. Feel that this is certainly not your job. Expect your lowest staff to do it. Ask your subordinate to ensure this. Now see, again, आप यदि ऑफिस की लाइट्स यदि कोई स्विच ऑन है और आप ऑफिस लीव कर रहे हैं, there is no one else in the office apart from you, so आप उसे ओपन भी छोड़ के जा सकते हैं, right? This is not your duty, you can say. But then again, it comes to a moral responsibility. यदि लाइट जल रही है and there is no one using that light, so what we should do is we should switch off the light. है ना? It is not a part of your job, but then it is your moral responsibility. So the best option is A option. Fine. So question number 22. While traveling in a train, you purchase and drink a bottle of mineral water. After that, you will. First option, leave the empty bottle in the train. No. Throw the bottle out of the running train. No. Keep the bottle with you and after twisting it, throw it in the dustbin. So this is the best option. जब वो वेस्ट हो चुकी है बॉटल, हमारे किसी काम की नहीं है, तो we should throw it in the dustbin. Expect your co-passengers to throw the bottle in the dustbin. ये तो क्यों करेगा भाई, जब आप खुद नहीं कर रहे तो आपका co-passenger क्यों करेगा? Fine. So the best option is option C. Question number 23. When you ordered a shirt for yourself online, you realize that the shirt received does not fit the size you had ordered. You will shout at the delivery boy and tell him that he did not know his job. Now see, this is not the fault of delivery boy. You are the one who ordered. Whether it is fault of yours or it is fault of the company, manufacturing company. Fine, delivery boy का तो कोई fault नहीं. He is just delivering that product to you. So this is not at all the correct answer. Refuse to take the delivery of the shirt. No, you should take the delivery. You should talk with the company about the issue. Fine, take the delivery and contact the company online to exchange the shirt. Yes, this is the right option. Never order any item online. No, हम ऐसा नहीं कर सकते कि एक बार गलत प्रोडक्ट आ गया है तो हम ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर करना बंद कर देंगे. No. The best option is option C. Question number 24. In the night, you hear shouts of panic in your neighborhood. Perhaps there could be a theft. What you will do? Ignore the incident and think others should help. C. You should initiate some actions. Right? You should be active, member of the society. आपको खुद कुछ करना चाहिए. You should take initiatives. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है कि आप हमेशा चीजों को दूसरों पे छोड़ दें. Fine, तो A option बिल्कुल नहीं होगा. Wake up your neighbors and ask them to help. Feel it is none of your job to interfere and go to the house concerned and offer help as required. Now see, this is also valid option. ये नहीं करना चाहिए क्योंकि जो चीज आज किसी और के साथ हुई है वो कल हमारे साथ भी हो सकती है. Fine, तो ऐसा बिहेवियर नहीं होना चाहिए कि किसी का हेल्प ना करें हम. Go to the house. Now see, what is the difference between B and D? Now in B option, what you are doing is आप दूसरे neighbors को उठा रहे हैं, उन्हें बोल रहे हैं help करने के लिए. Whereas in option D, you yourself are going to help. So best option again will be option D. आपको खुद को पहले help करने जाना चाहिए, ना कि दूसरों को कहना चाहिए. Question number 25. While traveling by air, you see the passenger sitting next to you is not feeling too well and needs help. What you will do? See, ये cases बहुत times होते हैं. Fine. So someone, there are some people who are very afraid of, traveling by air. So ऐसे cases में क्या करना चाहिए हमें? यदि कोई ऐसा co-passenger हमारे साथ मिलता है हमें flight में, तो क्या करना चाहिए? Change your seat immediately and shift to the vacant seat near you. हमें अपनी seat change कर लेनी चाहिए. Ignore him completely and mind your own business. Call the air hostess and ask her to help the person. Help him physically and at the same time call the air hostess also. Now see, option A और B तो गलत है. इसमें आप सामने वाले की हेल्प नहीं कर रहे हैं, आप इग्नोर कर रहे हैं. ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. यदि किसी कोई नीड में है तो हमें हमेशा उनकी हेल्प के लिए रेडी रहना चाहिए. Now C option is call the air hostess and ask her to. Now this is valid course of action. But then help him physically and at the same time call the air hostess also. This is the best option. आप क्या कर रहे हैं? Air hostess को obviously बुलाना ही चाहिए हमें, because they are the ones who are in charge. है ना? तो वो तो करना ही चाहिए, बट हमें खुद को भी हेल्प करने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए. तो डी ऑप्शन इज द बेस्ट वन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 26. A member of your team often behaves awkwardly and also does not complete the share of work assigned to him. What you will do? Take steps to remove him from the team. Tell other members to speak to him to mend his ways. Pick up a fight with him and threaten him that he would be dropped from the team. Talk to him patiently and understand his problems and then motivate him to take part in team effort more enthusiastically. Now see, ऐसा क्वेश्चन हमने अभी जस्ट पहले भी देखा है। तो ये जो फर्स्ट 3 ऑप्शंस है दे आर नॉट एट ऑल वैलिड। कभी भी कोई ऑकवर्डली बिहेव कर रहा है तो देयर मस्ट बी सम रीजन बिहाइंड द सेम। तो हमें क्या करना चाहिए, वो रीजन समझना चाहिए, उसके बाद हमें कुछ अपना एक्शन डिसाइड करना चाहिए। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी शुड टॉक टू हिम पेशेंटली एंड उसकी प्रॉब्लम हमें समझनी चाहिए। सो ऑप्शन डी इज द बेस्ट वन। क्वेश्चन नंबर 27, if you have just been denied promotion and your junior has been selected, what should you do? Leave the organization. क्यों मेरा सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ, मेरा प्रमोशन नहीं हुआ, मेरे जूनियर का प्रमोशन हो गया, तो मेरे को ऑर्गेनाइजेशन छोड़ देना चाहिए? नहीं। Abuse a junior for manipulation and protest against the management? No. आप किसी को अब्यूज नहीं कर सकते हैं। Move to the court? No. Talk to your boss, bring out contribution and ask for reconsideration. Now this is the valid option. आपको अपने बॉस से बात करनी चाहिए कि what is the reason behind the same, ऐसा क्यों हुआ, ठीक है, आपने क्या काम किया था, आपको वो भी बतानी चाहिए। कई बार होता है कि जो आपने काम किए हैं वो उनकी नोटिस में नहीं आ पाते, तो देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग इन शोकेसिंग योर वर्क, फाइन, बट बाकी 3 ऑप्शंस आर नॉट वैलिड। सो द बेस्ट ऑप्शन इज ऑप्शन डी। Question number 28, while selecting a candidate for a service industry job, you will go for a candidate highly academic, social and helpful, quiet and introvert and responsible. Now see, service industry. Now highly academic. So see, service industry में highly academic होने का कोई role नहीं है. Quite an introvert, no. Sometimes it is the need of an hour to behave like an extrovert, or you should be an ambivert at least, है ना? Social and helpful or responsible. Now see, you should be social and helpful. There is nothing wrong in that. But first of all, you should be responsible for your duties. ठीक है? Social होना is no doubt is a good thing. Helpful होना is no doubt a good thing. So these are the 2 best options. But then responsibility के अंदर आपका helpful होना भी आ जाता है. It is your responsibility to help someone. Fine. So it is your responsibility to help to behave socially. तो जो responsible है option B, that covers all the these 2 as well. So the best option would be option D. While working in a group, you tend to be a bit assertive, cooperating with others, adjusting with other members, but as it suits you, not getting much involved with the group activities. Now group activities is all about involvement. आपको involve होना चाहिए, so D तो वैसे ही wrong होता है. A bit assertive as in आपके खुद के जो points है आप उन्हीं पे stick रहे, नहीं. Adjusting with other members as it suits you, no. Adjustment नहीं होना चाहिए, adjust no doubt आपको करना चाहिए, but as it suits you, इस point की वजह से wrong होता है. Cooperating with the others. See, teamwork is all about cooperation. अच्छा cooperation होगा तो अच्छा teamwork होगा. So option B is the best answer. Question number 30. When you meet a very angry customer, you must tell him not to show his temper. Tell him to cool down and try to resolve his problem. Tell him you will refer the issue to your senior, but tell him there is not much you could do about the problem. Now see, the customer is in angry mood. हाँ, तो आप यदि ऐसा करते हैं तो वो उसको और ज्यादा एंग्री कर देगा। आप किसी आदमी को जिसको गुस्सा आ रहा है आप ऐसे बोलते हैं कि आप अपना गुस्सा शांत रखिए, तो ये चीजें उन्हें ऑफेंड कर सकती है, राइट? एंड द वन इज योर कस्टमर से हमें वैसे भी हमेशा पोलाइट रहना चाहिए. टेल हिम टू कूल डाउन एंड ट्राई टू रिजॉल्व हिज प्रॉब्लम. यस, ऑब्वियसली आपको उन्हें बोलना चाहिए कि सर आप प्लीज अपना गुस्सा शांत करिए और आपकी जो भी इशू है मुझे बताइए, आई विल ट्राई टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम. Tell him you will refer the issues to your senior. No, you should be the one who should be taking responsibility at that time. तो ये नहीं होना चाहिए. और आप यदि ये बोल देते हैं कि सर इस बारे में तो मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता हूँ, तो ये तो ऑब्वियस केस को बिगाड़ सकता है. So the best option is option B. Question number 31. On coming across a very demanding and dominating customer, one should tell him that he has no business to behave like that. Shout back at him and tell him that he is unreasonable. Politely tell him that he is unreasonable and try and resolve his problem or inform your senior. Now see, first option, tell him that he has no business to behave like that. Again, हम customer से ऐसा behave नहीं कर सकते हैं. Fine, shout back at him and tell him that he is unreasonable. आप shout नहीं कर सकते हैं. This is again wrong. Politely tell him that he is unreasonable. Now this is something कि जो हम बोल सकते हैं, but in polite way. पोलाइट वे में बोलने से सामने वाला उन चीजों को प्रॉपर्ली समझने की कोशिश करे. try and resolve his problem or inform your senior. Now see, ये भी कर सकते थे, पर यदि उनकी डिमांड जो है वो सही होती तो वेरी डिमांडिंग एंड डोमिनेटिंग कस्टमर, तो आपको उन्हें बताना चाहिए, आपको यू शुड टेल हिम दैट द थिंग्स दैट यू आर डिमांडिंग और जिस भी चीज के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं दैट इज अनरीजनेबल. फाइन, एंड ट्राई टू रिजॉल्व हिज प्रॉब्लम और इन्फॉर्म योर सीनियर. नाउ सी, दीज टू आर द ऑप्शंस जो करेक्ट हो सकते हैं. फाइन, अब डी ऑप्शन में आप क्या कर रहे हैं? सी ऑप्शन इज अ डिसेंट वन. Okay, so we were discussing about this point number D. Fine. So point number D is try to resolve this problem or inform your senior. Now see, C option is valid, but then we need to decide which one is better from C and D. Fine. Now in C, what we are doing is we are telling him that he is unreasonable. Now this is something जिसको customer negative way में भी ले सकते हैं. And in D, what we are trying to do is, although we understand that he is very demanding or dominating, so we are trying to resolve his problem. ये best रहेगा to retain the customer, to satisfy him. Fine. So this is the best way. And in case यदि फिर भी हमारी चीजें are not in under our control, so we should then inform our senior. So the best option in this case would be option D. Okay. So question number 32. So question number 32 is, if you mistakenly occupy a wrong berth in the train on the arrival of rightful passenger, what you will do? Quietly vacate the berth? हाँ, ये करा जा सकता है बिल्कुल. Apologize and then vacate the berth. ये better है. This is better. वो आप चुपचाप वहां से उठ के चले जाएं, उसमें भी कोई इश्यू नहीं है. बट बेटर वे इज, क्योंकि आपने गलती से उनकी सीट ऑक्यूपाई कर ली थी या जानबूझकर कर ली थी, जैसे भी की थी, वो सीट उस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पर उनकी थी. So we should first apologize for the same. So best answer in दोनों में से is option B. Let's check for the remaining option as well. Tell the passenger that you would vacate after you get a berth. No. Vacate the berth, but tell the passenger that nothing much has happened and he should not make a fuss. नहीं, ऐसा भी नहीं करना चाहिए. हमारी गलती है तो हमें accept करना चाहिए. Question number 33. If you had a fight with one of your close friends due to a communication gap, what would you do? So you will break up with the person forever? No. देखिए, कभी भी हमारे अच्छे फ्रेंड से हमारी फाइट हो जाती है तो हमें क्या करना चाहिए? फाइट इज टेम्पररी बट देन फ्रेंडशिप इज परमानेंट. हमें क्या करना चाहिए? हमें जो भी इश्यूज हैं उन्हें रिजॉल्व करने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए. We should make efforts to become friends again. Yes, ये होना चाहिए. Purposely avoid meeting the person? No. Make efforts to have working relationship? No. Working as in कि हाँ हाय हेलो वाला, कि ठीक है कहने के लिए फ्रेंड्स है, तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. ये तो किसी भी रिलेशनशिप में नहीं होना चाहिए. The best option is option B. Question number 34. Your colleague on his own gives you negative feedback about your work. What you will do? So basically he is giving you negative feedback. Now see, negative feedback भी यदि कोई हमें देता है तो हमें उसे accept करना चाहिए. We should always accept that and we should learn from that. कि क्या mistakes है हमारी, we should try to overcome those mistakes. So tell him that it is none of your business. No. Tell him that no one is perfect. नहीं, इससे कुछ फायदा नहीं होने वाला. Tell your boss about all this. No. Take it sportingly and thank him for the feedback. Yes, ये होना चाहिए. Although generally कोई हमारे सामने हमारी बुराई करता है तो generally it ends up in a fight. उससे लड़ाई हो जाती है हमारी या हम उसको उल्टा बोल देते हैं. But जब सर्विस एप्टीट्यूड में हम ऐसी क्वेश्चन आंसर कर रहे हैं तो our answer should be कि हमें इसको पॉजिटिव सेंस में लेना है and we should learn from this. Option D is the best one. Last question of this video. In service industry, handling difficult people and tense situation with diplomacy and tact is considered a very important ability, fairly significant quality, not very important quality which can be ignored. Now see, these are the things which cannot be ignored. तो ये और ये option तो गलत होंगे. This is a very important part of your job, your duty. Service industry में you should know how to handle the people. And you should also know how to handle the tense situation. है ना? So this is very significant quality. It's not about ability. It should be a fairly significant quality. The best option is option B. So that's all about this video. So I will cover the remaining questions in my next video. Thank you so much for watching the video.